Starting the stream.
Is this thing on? Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome to AxoDripCraft Live 2025. I'm so excited to host the first ever version of the live show of our community. While you get everything ready and settle up, you go fill your glass of water and grab a snack and get comfortable, because you don't want to miss any of this. In the meantime, let's watch some of the community highlights and player achievements of last year. I'll see you in a minute. Here we are. What a pleasure to see everything the community has achieved in 2024. We hope you guys will do just as much this year. But now, let's dive right into what this live show will be all about. Throughout the show, we will let you guys know everything that's in store for 2025. From changes to the wiki, to new server updates, to new upcoming events, and much more. Before all that, let's have a quick look at the Glazing Farlands update that released last year, and everything it brought with him. See you guys in a minute. truly amazing. You guys cannot understand how happy we were when the update finally released, and we were so happy about the positive reviews you guys gave it. But we hope just as much that you guys will give such positive reviews for the update that we will announce this evening. But before that, there's still one important thing we have to uncover, and that is the meme contest that took place in January. Let's finally get into the results. I'm sorry that it took time, but the live took so much time to produce. I hope you guys surely haven't forgot about your submissions and the votes you gave in yourselves. Let's get right into it. At last place, we unfortunately have Candy's meme. Although his skills in editing and in the Slender are so high, he didn't get the most votes out of this competition. His submission was still very appreciated and well received by the community. We hope you will do better next time. But now, let's get right into the next participant that has done much better and then gets his second place. And that is Chess. Yeah, that's right. Chess came in second in the meme competition. It was such a surprise for me that I had to edit this footage right now. But his meme was surely a lot of fun. When the community first saw it, got such a positive review since it's kind of like the truest meme out of all of those we've seen in this competition. Surely the one that like reflects the reality of AxoDripCraft the most. Now, enough talk about these past two memes. It's time to reveal the final winner of the meme competitions. We're glad to announce that the winner of the contest is... Drum rolls, please. Let's go. The winner of the competition is... Bailey! Yes, his meme got the most vote out of all the ones submits. And I gotta say, I do had a good laugh when I saw it, because I am the one that created a trade for Excalibur, and his grind for this solely powerful item has become such a meme amongst the community that it was impossible not to mention it in this competition. But now, I'm sure that Bentley that could be watching right now is curious about what the prize will be for this well-deserved win, and we will finally announce it. Let's go! And here it goes, the prize for our winner, the Pippa the Frog armor set. Truly an icon for the meme community worldwide. Hope you will enjoy it to the fullest. The winner can claim it right after the live show. Enjoy a full 360 of it for the looks. Oh, what truly amazing submissions! I can't wait for the winner to enjoy its well-deserved prize. And of course, good job to the other contestants too. Their memes were a lot of fun. But now, I'd like to present you all a little cartoon that'll stop his work down. This gag is about the story of one of the community's most well-received features. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of the Piglin King. I'll see you in a minute. Hope you enjoy! Jeez, such a tough journey for a guy Piglin King. Almost makes me sad about killing him so many times during beta testing. But oh well, that's crazy that we went from just a small community as we were to having full-on votes for features to include, such as the Piglin King. Makes a tear run down my cheek. Maybe we'll have more votes in the future to decide upcoming features, but that's a bit soon to discuss about. I haven't thought about it as well, but keep yourself on the edge of your seat. But well, it's time to announce the first big feature that I'm gonna announce through the live show, and that is new social media pages and changes to the websites. And the first social media page is Patreon. That's right, Patreon is coming finally to AxoDripCraft as well. I scrolled for Patreon for like 5 minutes, and I was so mesmerized from all the communities and all the content that was on it. And I thought like, why couldn't AxoDripCraft come to Patreon as well? That'd be so exciting. So many people will discover about AxoDripCraft. And now it's time for a second new social media page. And that is... drum rolls please. Game Jolt. That's right. We're coming to Game Jolt as well as a whole community. In fact, our guy Kenny has worked on a group chat for it. He knows it much better than me. The website, I haven't really used it a lot. I'm more of a Steam or Epic Games guy, but it'll be so useful maybe in the future when we'll make an AxoDripCraft video game or something. I mean, the server has a lot of potential, so don't check it off just yet as an option. But well, it's time to announce the features that were coming to the website, and that's something I thought of for a while, and I thought it would be very happy to know about. The website was introduced just last year, and it was so useful to anyone coming to the server, to anyone that wanted to like discover new features and new stuff to the server before joining, or see if it's worthwhile to just join. Well, the new thing I decided to add to the website after a long day of thinking is the changelog space. Well, changelogs are very useful in the community, especially when you get updates like we do. Changelogs could be so much helpful to anyone, even like existing players that have already joined, that want to know about old updates, or maybe players that joined like later during the years, later during like the development of the community, and couldn't experience the update, or just don't want to scroll through Discord for like half a day to find the update they want. I think it'll be so much useful. It'll be useful to me too, because sometimes not even I remember the stuff I added into the server. As you can see, that's an example of the screen page that the website's gonna have, and it's gonna be published right after the live show, so you can go check it out by yourself. It has all of the updates that we've already updated, like Renaissance update, Blazing Farlands, even the first update, the Ancient Foes update. I don't know if any of you guys watching remember that. That's very old. But I hope you guys will find that as a very, very, very useful feature. And now, it's time to announce the first new thing coming to the actual Minecraft server. But it's not one for the update, no. It's a brand new event. That's right, after a long hiatus for events, they're gonna finally be back. And I'm so excited to announce what the next event will be. Okay, I'm calm. The next event for the Minecraft server will be... a Battle Royale event! That's right, it will be a shooting in firearms based event, similar to games such as Fortnite, PUBG, etc. To be honest, the guns data pack was already in the server for quite a while now, without anyone aware. It will consist of various rounds, some in solo and some in teams. The goal is to be the last man standing, or well, the last team standing. Get resources, firearms, and bullets from chests scattered all around the maps that are currently showing on screen. Shoot down anything that moves, claim llamas for more powerful loot, gather healing and shield items, and of course, I advise using a theme skin for it. Makes it look a whole lot realistic. With 100 HP to survive with and much courage, no target will be too hard to run down. Wow, incredible! Almost feels like a dream to host a new event after so long. Jeez, I remember my first event. Just me, Void, Nitsky, and Chance, and maybe somebody else. My apologies if I have forgotten. It's been 3 years. We were such a bare bones community. But hey, speaking of the community, since it's almost time to reveal the countless features of the next update, I'd like to bring up a little something that our community has collaborated in for this live show. We have interviewed the members of AxoDripCraft on what they think the next update is gonna be. Line to our correspondent and to our interviews.
I am Achifakabu. I'm a member of the Minecraft server AxoDripCraft, and I don't have a clear thinking on what the next update will bring, but considering the new feature of the new Minecraft snapshot with the fallen leaves and the new pigs, I think it can involve those things and the forest in the server particularly, because the forest in the server I think hasn't been touched much, honestly.
Hey, I'm Vinoli, a member of the AxoDripCraft community. My guess is that in the next update, we'll have an abundant amount of new content, the most significant of which is a new region. My guess is that it's going to be in the overworld, but far away from spawn, with new quests, items, NPCs, enemies, etc. Maybe even a formidable foe with new attack mechanic for AxoDrip players to fight. Along with that, my other guess is multiple revamps to quests, trades, and NPCs to create a cleaner and more polished experience.
Hello, my name is Dilox Bob. I am the best Minecraft player in AxoDrip. Yes, I am. They call me in many names. One of them is the man of the east. The other is the man of the west. I don't know why they call me that, but they call me that. I live in the castle, the random castle in the middle of the world. I don't know why. I don't need to know. But I built it and I live there, and I think some people live in my basement. Now, the question they want me to answer is... Wait. What do I think the next update of AxoDrip will be? I think it will be an end update. I think it will be cool and it will be nice, and I want to see that. I really want to see that. And this is in my opinion. I don't know why I keep recording. Yeah. Now I'm just punching my cat.
Hello, I'm Candy. I'm a mod on AxoDripCraft and I've been on the server for... I don't know, I forgot. Anyway, I really like this place. I love the community around it, it's very good. As for the update, I really hope I see something based centered on exploration. That will be very nice since I love going around and seeing stuff. And I guess, yeah, we can include some quest content. I really hope to see in particular some extensive quest, maybe some deep lore. It will be awesome.
Hi, I'm Tonkas, the builder of Avalon, and I think the next update will be centered around the mining update, with new weapons and quests. Well, and the other guess is probably just a lot of balancing from the broken items void. so that it can actually be achieved instead of having to trade about a millions or so items on the gems and stuff. And man, I really wish they actually balance void stuff.
Oh, I couldn't have wished for better players for this server. You guys are lovely. But well, now the moment of truth you've all been waiting for. The reason you've all been watching this live show. The next update coming to the AxoDripCraft Minecraft server. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. A deep breath now. The next update coming to AxoDripCraft in summer 2025 will be the Traveler's Tale update. Oh, I'm so enthusiastic about this. This update will be lots of fun for anyone passionate about exploration and traveling. And so, without further ado, let's get right into the first feature of this update. And that will be the Time Travel Tourism Quest. In this quest, you will be a tourist on a journey in the past, unraveling the secrets of ancient populations and everything regarding them. Themed items, creatures and dungeons to plunder, and who knows, maybe you can try and fit in with the people too, if you're old school enough. I'm sure some of you guys will adore this quest upon its release. I'm sure some diehard Discord fans are daydreaming right now. All credits to Galaxio, which got the original idea first. But the journey into the new features the showcase is yet to be completed. We barely just begun. The next quest is something that was meant for the Glazing Farlands update, but it didn't make the cut due to deadline reasons. In the next quest, you'll have to venture down, deep, deep down, into the mines, the endless caves and caverns that will for sure welcome all of the newcomers with a warm-hearted hug on behalf of the whole underground. Enjoy. Chills, absolutely chills. You guys cannot comprehend for how long this feature was kept hidden from you guys. I can't wait to just push the big red release update button I have on my desk right here. Just kidding, that one is for banning Bentley. Anyways, don't think you can leave the live show yet. There's still even more stuff we have to announce. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with villagers and pillagers. And of course, most of you guys wish you could acquire villages more easily in the server. Well, we thought about that problem and we present to you a brand new quest, the Villager Rescue Quest. what a crazy update, and we're not even finished with the new stuff to announce. It'll surely be a pleasure for players to finally enjoy villagers and their new custom trades with a hint of adrenaline to it all. Villagers are such a wasted potential in vanilla Minecraft, when there could be so much to be added in to polish them and to make them such a more interesting and worthwhile feature. Oh, but now we come to one of the more tame features that will be introduced soon and announced this evening. And that is the AxoDripCraft Guild. You might have noticed recently the structure respawn that'll host the quest. Or, well, the many quests. In fact, it'll be the place in which the community quests will be introduced to the community. But what are these community quests? As the name suggests, there will be quests that require numerous players to ultimately complete forever and to get their rewards. An example for a future community quest we've thought of is maybe bringing thousands of quartz materials to the community quest NPC in order for a coolest temple to be rebuilt and updated. And the materials would be so many that so many players will be required to finish the quest. Or maybe bringing some more different materials. And maybe introduce a new structure to spawn. The ideas are countless, really. Or maybe gathering dozens of players into the server to simultaneously beat and hunt down a boss fight that'll have so much XP that will take so many players to hunt down collectively. It is ultimately a teamwork quest. So, these simple quests that take little to no time developing are meant to keep the players busy while we work on the updates, kind of working as a substitute for events while we, the staff, can't work on them. We're really excited to see what you think of this new system that's gonna be introduced in the server very soon. That said, we finally reached the end of our list. And geez, my script is almost over too. Oh my god, I was just starting to have fun. You could just hear the sheer enthusiasm in my voice throughout the whole live show. Truly a crazy experience. We are so sorry that the live took so long to release. It was expected to release in January, and look at the date now. The update batches for the features we announced should start releasing very soon. And keep in mind, the features I announced weren't even the only features that would be part of the update. Heck, they're not even finished. They were just ready enough to showcase to you guys. And god know much am I excited for when you guys will discover the features we haven't covered yet. Anyways, that said, I hope all of you had fun watching, and I must say I'm honored to have hosted and produced this live show. Special thanks to the entire staff of AxoDripCraft, especially to Nixie, our fantastic owner that has edited this all, and special thanks to you guys, the community. You guys are the best people out there, and I will be forever grateful for every single one of you. That said, there is still one last thing. A final farewell to all of you that stayed to watch this right until the end. A little musical performance. Ladies and gentlemen, the Backstreet Venixes! Yeah. You are my fire, the one desire, belief. When I say I want it that way, but we are 2 worlds apart. Can't reach to your heart when you say that I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear to say I want it that way. Am I your fire, your one desire? Yes, I know it's too late, but I want it that way. Tell me why it's nothing but a heartache. Tell me why it's nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. I want it that way. I want it that way.